Today, G2A went looking for stolen game keys, and guess what they found? This is CheckPoint. Welcome to CheckPoint. We're pivoting the show's tone from thoughtful while snarky to marketable low-level sadness.
Yeah, we're big bags of angst, and teens will definitely respond to our powerful sorrow.
Ooh, embarrassing social situations. Buy our mug. So hey, Doom is fun. Not the concept of certain destruction, the video game. And because it's fun and has a multiplayer mode, it must also have cheaters, because why would we be allowed to ever have anything nice? As a result of the big cheats, developer id Software updated the game on May 14th to include the wildly unpopular de novo anti-cheat software. This decision was wildly unpopular. People reacted maturely by review bombing the game on Steam and harassing the developers about it, and now id is removing de novo in Doom's next update. While Doom producer Marty Stratton was keen to clarify that performance issues also noted following the May 14th update were not, as many had surmised, related to de novo, he said those issues will also be addressed in the next update. Not that there's a date for that update. Whenever it lands, though, I guess that'd be a good time to cheat at Doom, you sad bastards.
In football news this week, Konami is introducing new DLC for PES 2020 featuring the quadrennial UEFA Euro 2020 tournament. The DLC includes all 55 eligible teams, the official match ball, and the official trophy. But if I can paraphrase Baudrillard here, by buying this DLC, you don't actually get the official match ball. You get a replica of it, rendered in vectors and pixels. But you know what? I just don't think that's postmodern enough. The UEFA Euro 2020, it doesn't exist. It's been delayed to 2021, so you're not even playing a simulation of the tournament because the 2020 tournament will never happen. Does that make your UEFA Euro 2020 the canonical truth? Are you now the god of your own little world, causing tiny pictures of world-class athletes to dance and cavort in the grand guignol of what might be soccer but is instead something now just called PES? Go look at their website if you don't believe me. It's not Pro Evolution Soccer anymore. It's just PES. So I suggest that you treat this like Konami is selling us an alternate universe simulator that knows only football and dreams about what might have been. That's what I've been doing with Mario and Sonic at the 2020 Olympic Games.
G2A, the video game key marketplace that I would call a festering turd swamp of terrible business practices if we didn't try to maintain such a shiny veneer of journalistic integrity, is going to pay almost $40,000 to a developer because it determined that, yes, some of those game keys it's selling were illegally purchased. Developers have been upset with G2A for years for its gray market reselling of allegedly illegally acquired game keys that are alleged to have cost developers thousands of dollars. And so last year, G2A said that they would pay developers 10 times the value of any key that was determined to be fraudulently obtained, as long as the developer worked with G2A and an independent auditor to prove it. G2A told Polygon they'd intended to work with such firms as PricewaterhouseCoopers or Ernst & Young, but in the end they weren't able to reach agreements with those companies and so offered to do these audits themselves. Apparently only one company took them up on that offer, probably because nobody expected G2A to, find themselves responsible for doing what everyone thought they were doing. But Woob Software, developers of Factorio, said, sure, let's do this. And G2A found that 198 Factorio keys sold between March and June 2016 were no bueno, and so they're paying Woob Software $39,600. Good news for Woob, I guess, but despite paying out, G2A accepts no responsibility for these keys finding their way onto the G2A marketplace, saying, quote, in our formative years as a company, we took too long to recognize that a small number of individuals were abusing our marketplace. However, the criticism we received was the wake-up call we needed, and over the last years we have been totally committed to tackling any incidents of fraud on our site. Today we use some of the most sophisticated proprietary anti-fraud AI technology of any online marketplace for digital products. Which makes it sound like they've learned their lesson, but it also makes it sound like this all just came to their attention suddenly. And generally a wake-up call doesn't take 5 years.
Good news for Streets of Rage 4 fans. Dotemu has announced that the game will be getting a physical release from Limited Run Games. You can choose from the Standard Edition, which retails for $35, or the Classic Edition, loaded with goodies, for $60. Good news for Streets of Rage 4 fans, Dotemu has announced that the game will be getting a physical release from Signature Edition games. You can choose from the Standard Edition, retailing for $40, or the Signature Edition, loaded with goodies for $60. And good news for Streets of Rage 4 fans, Dotemu has apologized for confusing people by not making it clear why they're releasing so many different physical editions of Streets of Rage 4. Dotemu has also apologized to Limited Run Games for not letting them know that the game would have another physical release by another partner. And because the Signature Edition release has so much more stuff, Dotemu will be providing orders for the Limited Run Games edition with additional free Steam keys and the original soundtrack. Good news for Streets of Rage 4 fans, there's no fourth beat to this story.
Wow, we went a whole week without an Animal Crossing story.
No. We still have the coming up.
Is it about Animal Crossing?
Spoilers! Coming up, mobile FPS Area F2 has been pulled from the App Store and Google Play for being a near carbon copy of Ubisoft's Rainbow Six Siege. So am I talking over footage of Area F2 or Rainbow Six Siege? It's like the Pepsi Challenge, but for copyright infringement. Are you just the god of your own little world, causing tiny pictures of world-class